Very good morning to one and all. Respected Additional Chief Secretary to Government, Srimati Supriya Sahu IAS, Dr. Nayanika Singh, UK Pact India Program Advisor, British High Commission, New Delhi, through Deepak Milgi, Director, Environment and Climate Change, Government of Tamil Nadu, Professor A. Ramachandran, Emeritus Professor C.C. Stadium, Anna University, Professor Kurian Joseph, and Professor Dr. Saravanan, and all heads of the departments, professors, and all stakeholders of Center for Climate Change and Disaster Management. Once again, good morning, and I join with our Director, Center for Climate Change and Adaptation, welcoming all for this very beautiful event, inaugurating this building for the training program, and also operationalization of this climate studio, which is the agenda for today. So at this juncture, as energy engineer, I would like to tell few thoughts about this climate change, from energy to climate change. So this IPCC understood the effect of environmental disaster being created by our human beings, and based on that, they insisted all the governments to go in the right direction. Our government also understood in the year 2008, and the action plan on climate change was envisaged in the year 2008 in our country. Based on that, 10 missions were envisaged, lot of missions. So water, energy, solar energy missions. So 10 missions were envisaged in the year 2010 to protect the environment. That means not only environment, climate change, lot of disasters started coming, for which this kind of Center for Climate Change and Disaster Management is very useful. Okay, before telling about this, our Anna University is the apt place to work on this line, because the way back in 1980s itself, our visionary Vice-Chancellor started Center for Water Resources, Institute for Ocean Management, Center for Environment, Institute for Remote Sensing, Institute for Energy Studies, and from the Institute for Ocean Management, our National Center for Coastal Management, and to accommodate everything, this Center for Climate Change and Disaster Management was also established. In the country, only in our university, such a ecosystem for energy, environment, sustainability is there. This kind of ecosystem is not there in any of the universities and IITs in this country. But what happens whenever any fast developments, suppose for example, we have been working in the solar energy since 1980s, but when the country realized that solar energy to be promoted in a large way, suddenly IITs will be identified. But none of the work would have been done there till now, at that point of time, but suddenly some 300 crores, 400 crores money will be pumped to IIT. But the fund will be given to IIT, and they seek expertise from our university to start their program. That is what is happening in all these years. So I think Government of Tamil Nadu should encash our potential available in our university, and we should become a role model for the country in this energy, environment and sustainability. Definitely it is possible based on our ecosystem available already, because since 1980 itself we understood about the climate change, what is happening, and based on that all the centers were established in this university. So everyone, because most of here for working on the climate change, most of the engineers are environmental engineers, but we should know the root cause. Root cause is energy. So energy and environment are opposite in nature. For life comfort we want energy, but when we use energy, it is possible at the cost of making disaster to the environment. So all these years, one small fact all environmental engineers should know, when at the time of evolution of the earth, the carbon dioxide level in the atmosphere was only 65 ppm. After several millions of years, some 250 years ago, because of slow human activity, this has increased to 165 ppm. After several millions of years, the human activities were very low. But after this industrialization started, this 165 ppm became 365 ppm in the year 2000. Within some 250 years, 165 became 365. But in the last 22 years, when the major population of this world, India and China, when their lifestyle increased because of large usage of energy, this 365 now became 420 ppm. But everybody should know, if this touches 600 ppm, human being cannot live in this planet. We cannot live in this planet. So as of now, every year this carbon dioxide level increases 3 ppm. But the world understood how to stop this. So they are bringing everywhere this sustainability. So they are giving lot of carbon credit so that to motivate the people to go for right way of utilizing this energy. This sustainable way of utilizing the energy. Solar, wind are the only solution for every major requirement for our energy is for electricity, which is used for various our human requirement. Building sector is consuming large in the air conditioning, in the name of air conditioning, and the vehicles are using much, agricultural field, and these are the major field. Industry also using, but the major energy usage is for our automobile, that is mobility, air conditioning, and agriculture. These are the energy intensive sectors. So we are making damage. Before that, our country is a growing country. It's a growing country because our carbon, the carbon emission compared to the developed nation, it's only 1/3 as of now. But if you also start using energy at the rate of this developed nation, then that too large population, highest population of this world. If we start utilizing energy as like a developed nation, this emission rate will be very high. That's why now the people who have damaged the environment are trying to advise us and not to go in a conservative way, in a sustainable way. They are telling. That is why all these 10 missions based derived like National Action Plan on Climate Change. It's based on that only these 10 missions were evolved in 2010. All this to bring sustainability. So our responsibility is not only this center is climate change and disaster management. After coming the disaster, how to manage the disaster, but how to eliminate this disaster, everybody should work, for which carbon credit now this government is giving. If all the countries are not coming to that point, definitely this IPCC will tell about instead of carbon credit, carbon taxation will come. Hope that before that, everybody, mostly if India and China and Brazil, this thickly populated country, if we go in the right path, this disaster we can avoid. Otherwise, after in another 20 to 25 years, this carbon dioxide level increases at this rate. Definitely nobody can save this planet. Hope this center will play a major role, not only for the state, for the country, for which our government should understand, and but the way of helping Anna University, and in turn Anna University for the government, we can get good name for this country. Definitely we will work jointly with our government to make this reality happen. Thank you for the opportunity, and I request all the stakeholders to understand about this vulnerability that is going to happen in this near future, and large awareness to be created, and this kind of training program which because the stakeholders, who are in the administration should understand first, then only it will reach to the society. Definitely this center will create large, through this climate studio, what is going to happen, that will be projected to all the stakeholders, the forest, ocean, agriculture, water side. These are the areas where vulnerability is very high. So this we can avoid by doing research and creating large awareness. I request all the stakeholders to take part in this. Thank you for the opportunity.